Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about how you can load some of the HTML template into the Django. For doing this, like if you go to our home route, into the home route here you can see I have already created one of the URL path. If you now go to, so right now I just simply remove everything, then it will be better. So if you go to our project, into the project, and that is our URL. So into the URL area, I have added our home. That means in the home area, into the views, I have created one of the function as a home. That means into the portfolio, and that is our views. Here I have created one of the function as a home, and here I HTTP response. That means I return one of the HTTP response data. So now that is actually visible, right? So now that is visible. So now here I want to load one of the HTML template. So how you can load some of the HTML template, I show you. For doing this, first of all, here you have to create one of the template folder in your main directory. That means in our main folder, project folder, that is a portfolio. So here, first of all, you have to create one of the folder. So now I just simply name that folder as a template. Okay, I just name it as a template. So into the templates area, you can also organize your all that application. Like first of all, into the templates area, I want to create one of the file. I just name that file as index.html. Okay, so that will be our index.html file I want to open. And also I have created another application. So if you want to segment all that your application related HTML site with the different, then you can also do it like I show you. Into the employee, here I have created one of the profile. So now better I want to create one of the folders. So I just click now the folder. So whatever you put that name, better for relative I want to do. I want to make the things as a related. Okay, that means the employee. So I just created one of the folder name as an employee, and here I want to create another file as a profile .html. Okay, so I just simply created another file as a profile.html in our employee. So that means all that our application related every HTML file I want to save it on here. So that is our first of all index.html, and here I want to load one of the HTML tag. Okay, that means our HTML tag. So I want to put some of the title as a home page. Okay, that will be as a home page, and that is our body. So if you already know a little bit that HTML, then I think you already know about it. So I just simply added on the h1 tag, and this is our home page. So I just simply added one of the h1 tag as this is our home page. So now I want to do the same things. Better I just simply copy it, and now for the profile HTML, here I just simply paste it. That means in our employee, and that is our profile HTML. It will be as a profile page. Okay, and I just put that name as this is our profile. Okay, that means this is our profile page. So this type of one of the name I just simply added, or rather than you can also add some of the strong into the strong area. I just name it as a name will be as a Kazi Aryan, and also I take another one as a address or email. Okay, email I name it as a Kazi or aryan@gmail.com. So this type of one of the name I just simply added on here. Okay, and that is our index. So that will be our index. So into the index area, I also want to put some of the strong code. That means here I name it as a blog, and I just put some of the text for the blog. This is blog contain. Okay, and then I name it, just name it only one, then it will be enough. Okay, so that's some of the strong code. Perfect. So now I want to actually load our this index.html file, right? So here I want to load it. That means here I want to load it on here. So that is, as I told you, into the view area I have created one of the function, that is our home function, and into the function area I just returned it before with the response, that means the HTTP response. So here if you want to load the HTML site, that means if you want to load one of the HTML template, then you have to do that work with using that render. Okay, with this render you can actually add it. So first of all, here we have to get our render. So that is in our from, and that is our Django. Okay, from to the Django and then the shortcuts. Okay, from to the shortcuts, you have to input that render method. So that is our render. So I just simply input our render method first. So now with this render, we have to return it before I pass it with the HTTP response. Right now I want to load our HTML site. So with this render method, I want to actually get it. So into the render method, it's actually passed two parameters. First of all, it should be passed that request. So that means the request, and also after that, where exactly that file location. So right now in Django, when you create as your folder name as a template, by default, automatically it should be redirected to this folder area. So into the folder area, it should be automatically redirected. Okay. So for that reasons here, after that folder, I have already created our index.html. So for the reasons here, we don't need to use that templates. You can only use that your direct name. That means right now I want to load this template as the index.html. So now here I just simply load our index.html. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. So first of all, you have to load your render. That means the render method, and into the render method, it should be passed two of this parameter. One will be as a request, another will be where exactly that file. So that is actually our file location. By default, it should be redirected to automatically into the inside our template folder, and into the template folder, I have created one of the file as the index.html. So now I just simply put that link. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, it automatically should be display some of the error. I show you. Refresh it. Yes, you can see. Better I just zoom out. So into the here it's now showing as a template does not exist. So I have created one of the template, but I didn't actually notify that things into the Django that I have created one of the template folder, right? So here we have to allocate it. So we have to allocate it in our main project. That means in our main portfolio project, and into the setting area. So into the setting area, if you go as I told you before, into the template area, that is actually our directory. So here we have to pass some of the directory URL. That means here we have already created one of the template folder. So right now I want to do that is actually our OS path. So that OS path will be needed. Okay, so now I just simply copy it. And now in our this template, into the template, that is our directory, here I just simply paste it. So that will be our OS path join our base directory. Into the base directory, here I have created one of the folder name as a template. So now here we have to put that name as a template. Okay, so templates. So that is our folder name. So I just simply add it. So friend, you can actually also do that work with different way. So laterally into the different section, I will show you how can actually update that portion with the different way. So right now I just simply added our main direct path. That means our OS path join our base directory here. That is our template folder. So that is our template folder. So I just simply notify to the Django that I have created one of the templates. So that is our templates, right? So now if you click as a save all, and now if you go here and refresh it, yes, you can see friend, now it's perfectly visible. This is our home page, and that is our strong code as a blog, and this is our blog content. That means our HTML file is now perfectly loaded. That means that is our index file, right? So into the index file, you can see that is our title as a home page, and that is a h1 tag, and that is our strong tag. So now we can successfully load our HTML page. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. And also here, if you want to show our employee, like I have already created as an employee, into the employee, that is a profile. So right now you can see that is also showing our string value. So because of all, right now I want to work for our this one. Okay, so right now we don't need this. That is our view for our portfolio. So better I just simply remove everything from here again. And now go to our portfolio. Into the portfolio, if you go to that URL, so here I have created one of the URL as a our URL path as a profile, and the views, and then the profile, right? So now I want to actually change it. So if you want to change it, that means into the view profile, go to our employee and the view, and that is our method. So before I have used that HTTP response with this data, so now I want to actually update it. So that is our view. So better, first of all, we have to load our render. So I just simply copy it, and now here here you can see by default already have that our Django shortcuts input render, so here we don't need to input it. And now I want to update our this position. So now I just simply returned for our portfolio, sorry, that is actually our profile. So for the profile, I just simply update as a render. That means the return render, it should pass two of this parameter. One will be as a request, another will be our file. So our file name in our templates, into the templates area, into the employee folder, I have created the profile.html, right? So that is our profile.html. So now I just simply put that location. So that will be in our employee folder, and into the employee folder, I have created as a profile.html, right? That is our, first of all, as I told you, first of all, automatically it should be redirected to our template folder area and into the template area, and after that, that is our employee folder, and after that employee folder, that is our profile.html. So that is our profile.html. So now if you want to access our this path, that means the profile path, it should be redirected to our views, our profile function. So into the profile function area, I have written our render request with our employee, and I just load our HTML template. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yes, you can see it's now perfectly getting our HTML template. So this is our profile page, our title is updated, there is our strong name as a name Kazarian, and that is our email address. I hope, friend, everything is very much clear to you. So now, friend, I think you successfully understand how you can load some of the HTML templates. So right now, that is our profile, and also into the home area, I loaded another index HTML, one of the template. So into the template area, if you want to use some of the bootstrap, then you can also use it. So how can add that bootstrap into the Django? In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.